Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming in with the little book of sporting silhouettes. This one. So I have picked 3 pages out of the little book I'm going to use, and I've also picked the little book apertures in silver, so the dark blue and then the dark blue there, and this piece of paper is from the Duo Design pad Stunning Skies and Colourful Clouds. So I've already prepped my card ready to go, just to save a little bit of time because I'm short on time today. So these are the images I'm using, and then the card is an 8x6 cut from a A3 sheet of card, and then scored at the 8 mark and then cut at the 6 down there. So it makes 2 cards really, this one, and then I've got the other one ready prepped to go as well. So straightforward, simple cards really today, just because of time. Firstly, while I'm doing this, I'd just like to say thank you to all my subscribers. It does mean a world to me. I'm going up slowly, so that's a good thing. So I'm now at, I think my last count was 301, I think. So yeah, it's going up slowly but surely. So glues on there I'm using is the all-purpose Cloud glue, and then the Dotty Tape Runner by Hunkydory. So the measurements for this, I made it a little bit small. Normally I'll go 2 notches under each way, but this time I think I went about 4 notches, just to give me a bit more of a border around the card. And I think this one's still the same. So the dark blue was 2 notches under the 8 by 2 notches under the 6, and then this one was slightly a bit more. I think it was about 6 notches under the 8 and 6 notches under the 6. So now we're going on to the back of here. So this is the Kalau all-purpose again, just on the back and the middle, and then I need my tacky glue, which is the Kalau one as well, just to go in these 4 corners, and then we're going to sit that one onto there. Do your card blank, and obviously using the 2 glues on the card, it gives you that little bit of wriggle room to move it about and get it in the right place. So this is going to go sit on there, but before I put that on I've got to sort these out. So the first one is going to go on and go underneath like so. Make sure it's straight when I stick it all down in a moment, which I'll be using some of my tape for that one. And then these 2 I'm going to do a bit of fussy cutting, hopefully, which is not one of my go-tos for card making, because I don't really like doing the fussy cutting bit sometimes, because it depends. But we're going to give this one a whirl. I know some people prefer using blades to do this, but my Hunkydory knife has broken, so I can't use that. So I've got to go in with my scissors. So I'm just trying to cut these two out. Just trying to go around them. So, not very good, but I'm hot as well. So this one is going to be placed onto there, hopefully, with some foam pads. But you see, because this frame's got to come over, so I don't know whether I'm going to place all of that on there or not. Let me just get this one stuck down first off. So I'm just going to put some of my tape runner on these. Just on them edges. And then bring in my frame. Place that onto there like so. Not very straight, I don't think. And then some foam pads, if I can get these off of here, Hunkydory ones. Just placing these around on here, wherever you want to put them. Give it a bit of stability. There we go. Peel these off. And I'm going to use my purple glue stick just to put a little bit on the back of there so that I've got a bit of wriggle. You don't have to, it's up to you. So I bring this in. Place it down. Now I've gone over there with a little bit of tape, but I'm going to put a sentiment there so it's not going to show really. So that's how it's looking at the moment. But when I was fussy cutting that out, I noticed that I chopped half of his head off on this one. He's got a square head rather than a round head, so I don't know if I'm going to use that bit or not. So save me wasting. What I'm going to do is cut around the football. I'm just going to put a foam pad on the football. If I can find one that's going to work on here. Hopefully this is not too big. Yep, it is a little bit. Let's cut a little bit off of that. Make it a tad smaller. There's it on there. Try and get the backing off, she says. And then place that onto there. And then oops, tape on my board. Now I can do something with this one if I've got the die, nesting die. I should have the ovals. In here somewhere. There we go, not the ovals, the arch. That's what I was looking at, the word I meant, not the ovals, not oval, arch. Let me just pull these out. I do use these ones quite a bit, oops, as you can tell. Oh, where did you go? There you are. Oh. Just going to see which one I need to use and whereabouts I'm going to have to use it. So I could go that one, or I could go this one. Take the football off, so that needs to go on the top. So I think that one might be the one I need to go with. I think this one might be. Okay. So we're going to go with this one. Let's place you onto there. Let's get to my tape. Stick you on there. Stick you on there. Bring in my machine, my plates. I didn't need the metal plate for that one because it's only paper, not card. So I'm just going to peel that off. Hopefully it's cut out. It can seem to have cut out along there. I can use my scissors hopefully. There we go. And then this is going to be placed onto here like that. So foam pad this up. Peel the backings off. And then, like I said, I prepped my card, but I didn't prep what I was going to be using to make it. So we're going to go in with this. Making sure it's lined up. There we go. Now the little football can go back on this bit. There we have it. So now I need a sentiment. I don't know what kind of sentiment I'm going to use yet. Definitely not birthdays. Let's try the shaped and just everyday essential book of bigger sentiments. Let's have a look and see what we've got in here. Okay, so let's have a look in this one first off. We need something in silver. And we got that one there. And then I need to see if I've got anything in this one. Got that one, but it's not the right colour. Because I'm not doing birthday, I'm doing anniversary. I do have in this lighter shade. Let's go with that one because I've got the lighter blue underneath, so that'll work. Let's put that on there. And that's a teeny weeny tiny bit big. Cut that one down. Put that across there. Go with this one. Okay. Now I'm looking for one that says anniversary. I've got so many of these books I don't know what's in what now. But now I need it silver. I know I've got them, I just can't see at the moment. Can't see what I'm looking for. Nah. It's in gold. I don't want it in gold. Need it in silver. That's black. Got this blue. And three different colour blues on here at this rate. Okay, that one to do. Anniversary wishes. Use a little bit of this. And just put you across there. Throw you in the bin. So there is the card. Quick and simple. Well, I'll say quick and simple. Wasn't that quick and simple. But can't get them off. So that is that one. And I've got some. Oh no, I've put them away now. I was in here yesterday. I put all my gems away. I think I've got some like bluey kind of gems in here. Yeah, them ones will have to do. Just don't think I've got any darker than that. And these ones will do. These are perfect actually. Let's take that one. Put you there. Put you there. Let's put you there. So there we have the finished one. So that is it for that one. So I'm just going to get set up for card number 2 and then I'll be back. So that's how it looks. If you want on this one you can put like backing card on there to give it a bit more support on there. It looks good to me. To a special man, to my hubby, with love and this day and always, anniversary wishes. So I'm just going to get set up for card number 2 and hopefully I'll be back with that one shortly. Okay, so my second card for this one is going to be with the rugby player from the Sporting Silhouettes Littlebook. So I'm just going to get my glue, and the card is an 8 by 5 3/4. So then the blue cardstock, which is adorable scorable, that has been cut down to 2 notches under the 8 by 2 notches under 5 3/4. So I'm just placing the glue on the back of there, and then my other glue, and get the lid off. It's just going to go in these 4 corners, and this is the tacky glue. And then we're going to place that onto the front of my card. So I'm leaving a bit of a kind of border around this one, so it might be a little bit smaller than what I just said. And then this one's going to go on the top of there. Yep, so we've got the yellow. This is from one of the Duo Designs paper pad, and I think it was the Sky one. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was at the beginning of the video. I've done my first card. And this is going to go onto the top of here, like so. Then we have our little book frame, which is going to be this one. And then I have my Littlebook design, which is the rugby player. And this one is for my nephew, who does play a lot of rugby. So this is going to go, do I want to do it that way or do I want to put it on that way so I can actually see where I'm placing this down? So I'm just going to place that onto there, put it straight, then bring my frame in. And place it down like so, to where I want it framed. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my foam pads, which I've got somewhere over here. I'm just going to bring these in. I think these are 1mm. Oops. They didn't come off very well, did they? These are Hunkydory foam pads as well. So I'm just going to heighten this up a little bit. Just going to put a couple more on if I can get the backing off of this one. There we go. Put one on there. I need some more. Make sure I've got the right ones. Just trying to get them off of the carrier sheet. Put another one there. Put one in there. And another one in there. Peel these off. Now, the thing that I have to confess is that I started, when I was doing the first card from this design, from the, I've got a bit of foam pad stuck on here now. I got it off. Yeah, so when I started designing these ones, I was trying to get them both done in one go, but I ran out of time, so I had to put this one away and come back to it. Oh, I might get my head in the way then, sorry guys. Yeah, I can't remember what happened, or the reason why I had to stop dead in my tracks doing this video. So it's been a while getting back to doing this one, so I've forgotten all the measurements, so I just wanted to finish this one off on there so I could put that video out. Just going to put that there. So I did originally have another sheet. I was going to actually cut him out and decoupage him up, but I am not going to bother with doing that, so you have to forgive me for not doing what I was originally going to do. So I'm just going to come in with this one, and this one says to the coolest nephew, so that's just going to go on that corner. And then there we have that one. So the yellow bit of paper that I cut there, it's 2 notches from the 8, or even 4 notches maybe now, by 4 notches under the 5 and 4. Eat my brain. So 5 3/4 is the card size. Then I went 2 notches underneath that, and then another 2 notches for the yellow one. So that is that one. I'm not going to put any gems on there because, like I say, this is for a mail. I don't tend to put gems on many mail cards. And that is it. All I've got is the insert to go in there, which I've already got that, but I've got to trim that down. So excuse me. That is the insert ready to go in there, and then I've just got to put a verse in there, and that is done. So that is it for that video. I do apologise for the delay in getting this one sort of done, but these things happen in the world of, or in my world of doing stuff, as I get waylaid or get halfway through a video and then I have to stop to go and do something else, and then I haven't got around to finishing it off as quickly as I wanted to. So anyway guys, that is it for this one. The next one I'll come back in, it'll probably be using I've got the special days one, because I've got a couple of cards. Well, I've got a card that I need to make out of one of the kits, one of the sets in there, so that would be the next one that I do. And then I'll probably go back to the Christmas one to finish off that cute Christmas from the Hunkydory blockbuster, which was a blockbuster from 2023. Yeah, so I'll be going back to finishing that off, and then I'll be on to something else after that. I'm not sure what yet, but I think I might give the Christmas cards a little bit of a break for a bit and come back to them in a couple of weeks maybe. Right, so that is it for this one guys. Once again, thank you for watching. Does really mean the world. Thank you for your comments. They do mean the world. I do reply to every single one of you. So until next time guys, take care and bye for now.